Hello and welcome to the Utopia Project, a fortnightly podcast where we chew the fat and discuss the little things in life that piss us off and decide whether or not they go into our hypothetical utopia. My name is Chunky T and I'm joined each and every show by the man who sold over 4,000 litres of his own used bathwater. It's Jack Magic.
Hello.
And standing in for Matty Paul, I'm joined by the man who once grew his beard that long that he wove it into his pubes and became a world-class body harpist. It's Sam from
once.
from the Sorry You're in My Seat podcast. You standing in, mate?
Hello everybody.
Yeah, happy?
Yeah, very happy, mate. Just in case you're wondering, the cinema's doing fine.
Yeah?
I haven't seen any of you fuckers in there yet, though.
No? Yeah, it's too pricey, mate.
Yeah, well, it will carry on
it's a
being
credit
too
crunch,
pricey.
you know. Brexit's happened as well.
You text it.
What? You text it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I thought you was just saying a weird abstract Midlands town. Oh, that's Utoxeter, isn't it?
Utoxeter. No, it's Utexit. Utopia's exit in the European Union. Even though we're a completely different planet, the UN is now interplanetarian.
Oh, dear.
I'm tired.
Why did I
Should
agree
carry
to
on.
I don't know. Anyway, please stand for the national anthem of Utopia.
Welcome to Utopia. Please make yourself at home.
It's the only place on earth where you can bitch and moan.
There's something here for everyone to make you feel quite great.
Just as long as we've already let it through our gates.
This is our dreamland. This is Utopia. Yet another little podcast for you. This is our dreamland. This is Utopia. It's where we discuss the little things and make them better for you.
This is our dreamland.
This is Utopia. You've got a pet peeve.
We'll kick it out for ya.
It's so wonderful and magical and positively colourful. It's our cheeky show. By now you'll know.
It's a Utopia Project. Yes.
Nearly. I messed it up on the last one, mate.
You know what? I always thought that was you that did that.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I can't get the timing right. And I'm the only one out of all three of us that's a musician.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Matt seems to be the only one that can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, throwback to the Pop
That
Tea
time Matt
episode.
was here.
Yeah, the Papa Tea episode where Matt, he's just a karaoke singer.
Yes. Yeah, I heard that.
That's actually why he's not here. It's because he took Papa
is it
Tea's
what,
advice and he's joined a band. He's like, I ain't got time for a band, but I'll make time by sacking off the podcast.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Sorry, I thought he was in the World Karaoke Championships again.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully sixth year round he might
Lose.
Yeah, he might actually register.
He can't afford the registration fee. It's £5.
Who wants to go first? Should we let Bucky go first?
Yeah, guest appearance if you want to. Fancy it?
Yeah, a little pet peeve for you then. Valentine's Day. I fucking hate it. It's the worst. So every February the 14th, I'm supposed to buy something for someone that really do I care about? Do I honestly?
Wow.
Well, that's a lie. I'm so single. So single. So this time of year for me
ladies.
He's not just single, he's so single.
So one lady, I think my stepmom listens, if you're available.
Yeah, I'm single. So I just really hate this time of year. In fact, I prefer being single this time of year, so you just haven't got that bullshit. You're walking through supermarkets, fucking fluffy love arts everywhere. Although your daughter buys my daughter every Valentine's Day something, which is always quite sweet. And I always forget until your daughter gives something to my daughter, and then I have to run out to a shop.
Yeah.
But I did find out today the origin of Valentine's Day, which I prefer.
Right,
So
okay.
I think Utopia should get rid of Valentine's Day and bring this in.
What, a bloke just fires an arrow through your heart?
No, better.
Oh.
So Valentine's Day apparently is a Christian effort to replace a pagan fertility festival where priests would sacrifice goats and dogs and use blood-soaked hides to slap women in the streets as a fertility blessing.
Right.
Wow.
There's a lot to take in there.
Yep.
Right. What was the first bit?
First bit, my friend, is priests sacrificing goats and dogs.
I'm not down for the dogs, but the goats can go.
Goats, okay. Then they'd skin them and use the blood-soaked hides to slap women in the street as a fertility blessing.
If,
So it's like,
if somebody
you can make babies now.
Yes.
If somebody,
Right.
if we was walking down the street, right? If we was walking down the street and somebody slapped my missus in the face with a blood-soaked hide of a goat or a dog,
Good wishes to
or
you.
any,
Fuck off.
I wouldn't be like, oh, thank you. We're going to be blessed with babies now. I'll be like, what the fuck are you saying, prick?
Think of it this way, Jack. When you buy your missus some chocolates or some flowers for Valentine's Day, this is what you're celebrating.
Yeah.
This shit.
It's a good job that a lot of people don't know about this, because there'll be a lot of rescue dogs taken on
Yes.
around the beginning of February.
They would,
wouldn't
wouldn't they? This is for you, darling.
Can I just stress a point that we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. How we celebrate Valentine's Day, we just call it National Curry Day.
Wicked.
Because our celebration is literally just to have a night in and order a curry. That's as I can't say that.
You're right there, mate.
I've lost all my words.
As romantic
That's
as it gets.
exciting as our Valentine's Day
Like,
really
do you
gets.
get other stuff other than curry? Do you get like naan bread and?
Yeah, we get a meal deal.
Oh, mate.
It's a special romantic day. We're talking about onion barges here.
Yeah.
No expense spared.
Yeah, £10 meal deal. Have some onion barges, Peshwari naan. Usually upgraded to a Peshwari naan, I might add.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Is it?
Hold on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has it got to be just the two of you, or can I come this year?
I mean, if you want to pop round, I see no issue with that.
I'm sure Mum shares it with you most years, doesn't she?
Sometimes, yeah.
I'm going to slap your mum and your missus with the blood-soaked hide of a goat.
There's just my mum, Jack, and his missus sat there having a curry, and Sam just breaks through the door with the hide of a dead dog. There, you can make babies.
Wow.
Happy Valentine's for everyone.
Start doing a dance around the kitchen.
Yay!
Full, like, Morris dancing, like, flower girl, just like...
Slap.
just firing out stuff.
There's dog blood for you and for you. Dog blood for everybody.
Yeah, hide in
Not
the face.
you, Jack. You can't have babies. So yeah, that's. I don't like Valentine's Day.
That escalated quickly,
Wow.
didn't it?
I'm in your camp, mate.
Yeah.
As a person who's been in a relationship for too fucking long, we've never really celebrated it. I think the first year we was together, we was like, oh, apparently this is what we got to do. But we've always been like, it's just another fucking day. And it always sounds, a lot of people like, it's usually the blokes that are like, I can do it whenever.
Yeah.
Like, if we want to go out for a meal, we'll go out for a meal.
Yeah.
Like, why has it got to be done on this day? And people get judged for it, and Mardy and like.
You can't get a table. Food
Yeah.
prices double.
Yeah,
Wicked.
and I just like it is just a corporation fucking
Hallmark
scam,
holiday,
isn't it? Yeah, and I think, you know how they have the transfer deadline day. I think is it Scott Mills on Radio 1 that do it.
Yeah.
And it's like sometime before Christmas and then sometime after, where it's like, right, you either locked in or locked out of relationships. I think that, and I think it would benefit everybody if it was literally until the end of February. And I know it's quite a long time, like one night stands and all that are fine and all that, but in my opinion, I think that's a nice cool down period for anyone. So anyone's in the dating scene, it's just like, no, beginning of December to end of February, it's just 3 months, just find yourself. You ain't got to worry about all that shit. You ain't
I'm
got
trying
be
to
like,
find
is it
myself.
yeah. It's usually just inside your boxes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just think, and it was probably a little bit too deep, really, thinking about it. But like, I think it's a nice cool down period when there's no pressure and like, there's none of this. Have we been together long enough to buy Christmas presents? Have we? If you're locked in, you're locked in. That's cool. Right, we are together until the end of February, right? And if we don't like it after that, if we can survive a winter together, then we're all good.
Then maybe I'll buy you a fluffy love heart.
Yeah.
If we can survive.
I'll upgrade to the Peshwari naan.
Yes. If we can survive the winter, it's not the 1800s.
I don't know.
You'd be fucking begging for the blood-soaked hide, so you can warm yourself up.
It's getting a bit chilly. Do you want to sacrifice another dog?
Yeah. I wish I had another blood-soaked hide to put on the bed.
I am more than happy to send him.
Yeah.
How about you, Jack?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just shit. Like I say, it's just It's just annual curry day for us.
So
The thing is, Jack does have a curry like every week.
yeah, I know. It's so obviously this isn't my utopia, but is it okay with you if you can still have a curry on that day, Chunk?
Yeah. Well, curries are free. We ain't banning curries, pal.
well, they're not free. You do have to pay for it.
Oh, maybe you could bring one to National Treasures.
And it costs you an extra £1 to upgrade to the Peshawari naan.
Fucking hell, you do treat it, don't you?
Yeah.
That's his next peeve for the next show. Is reduced cost of Peshawari naan.
Yeah. I'll probably bring Peshawari naans in for the next National Treasure because they are a bloody delight.
They are a delight.
Just for the listeners, no one can see this, but Jack's slowly creating a small puddle of saliva on the table now.
Larger than normal.
Bless him.
Always are in for a little bit more Peshawari, mate.
Yeah, do you want to... Sam, seeing as it's your... That one? There we go.
Ready?
See you later, mate.
Bye-bye, Valentine.
Bye-bye, Valentine.
Yeah, we discovered the last episode, Sam, that my Australian accent actually just sounds like a robot.
My problem with me, every accent I do sounds Indian, but extremely racist, so just don't bother. Which is why I was really hoping you didn't have a Jackcent for this week. I was shitting it the other way around here.
It's like when is it her off Little Mix? She tried to do a Jamaican accent.
Yeah.
And she went, Dali Akbar. What the fuck?
Jack, do you want to go next?
Yeah, can do. I went to open my notepad then to read what it was, but I know what it is, so I'm just gonna say it. It's
Okay.
Get on with it then.
it's inadequate toilet paper. Fucking hell.
What the fuck's toilet paper? Are you even on the drink, boy?
Yeah, inadequate toilet paper. Fucking, you can say that again.
I didn't
can't
quite
you?
catch that, mate.
Inadequate toilet paper.
Right, okay. You expand.
Toilet paper that ain't thick enough, so you go to wipe your ass.
Big enough.
Yeah, you go to wipe your ass and then inevitably finger yourself.
It depends what you're into, really.
I know, but I'm all
down
down
for
for
that.
fingering yourself. If you want to do it, knock yourself out. Occasionally, what's a pokey bum wank between friends? But
We're all friends here.
precisely. But I don't want an unexpected one. I want to know that I'm getting it.
Just keep your nails short, mate.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
That's just like you said earlier, Sam. Who even bothered with the one ply? Why are you wasting your time with that?
Yeah.
Minimum 2.
When the person created a bog roll and went, look at that, but that's not thick enough, I'll just add another 3 bits to it. You shouldn't have gone, well, we'll try this one out first.
What I don't understand, one thing, and probably it's far too much science for this show, but why didn't they make it 3 layers thick but 1 ply?
Awful lot of science there.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you why.
I mean,
Wizards.
I don't want
Wizards.
I don't want to like.
You're a
you know,
toilet
come
paper
in-
wizard, Harry.
I don't want to come and undermine years of like engineering, but
Well, that's what you have in Utopia, my friend.
yeah, 1 ply is 3 ply.
Yeah.
Just,
That's what
just
we're
don't
go-
make the one. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's-
don't get it.
That's what we're going to have in Utopia then. Toilet paper that is 1 ply, but thick as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't. Maybe someone can message into the podcast and tell me why I don't like Mondays.
No way, no one listens.
Yeah.
I'll do it once I Googled it.
The thing is, Jack, I agree with you, right? I don't like that. But I am a man that has my own house and I buy my own toilet paper, as does Sam. Whereas you,
That
my
was
friend-
noise, what do you say?
What?
As does Sam.
I've had a whiskey. Sorry.
As does Ham.
As does Sam.
Oh, I thought you said as does Ham.
No, that's a whole other show. Fucking Delhi. But for yourself, you live with our mother, who buys the toilet roll. Okay, so until you have to realise how much toilet roll actually costs.
No, it's not toilet paper at home, it's just at work.
Oh, okay.
It's generally the 2 thin one. I mean, I'll probably buy it just because it's cheap.
And then moan about it.
And then
Who
moan
keeps
about
buying
it.
this? Oh, it's me.
Yeah, I keep fingering my own bottle.
Oh no, it happened again.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault, Amy, honestly.
Where's that KY jelly?
Every time you're in the toilet, you just say,
Oh.
I'm happy to send it. But as a solution, I think. What do you reckon, Sam?
Yeah, I agree. Solution, 3, plate up. And also, if it's works bog roll, I'd just use a roll to wipe your arse.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
you're not
Paying for it, are you?
Yeah, just
You
use
literally,
loads.
you've been paid for the shit.
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Paid,
That's the point. That is.
You don't
paid to
shit,
poo, lad.
you don't shit in your break time, do you?
No.
Oh, good.
I don't really have a break.
Are you
I
seeing what he
hate
does at
people
work,
like
mate?
Yeah, I
the
have
whole
it.
thing's break time.
Fuck off.
His work is the equivalent of wet play. You know when he was at school.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
I just sit in a tub
No, it's
smashing
raining
stuff.
outside. We'll have to stay in here and play with Lego.
I don't have my phone on me at work, so after a 13-hour shift, I come out to it. There's 200 messages in our little group chat, and it's all just Jack at work. Just what's everyone up to? No answer. Oh, it means everyone's working. GIF, meme.
Well, who's getting paid?
Do you want to send it?
Yeah.
See you later, tooth in Twitter roll. Mate.
That mate sounded really angry in it. Mate.
Mate.
Don't call me mate.
Right.
Mate.
I feel that my pet peeve is...
What you got? Lay it on us.
is I'm not sure, maybe, well, not angry, but you won't agree with me. People who get annoyed at people who don't like tea or coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a man, like, I don't dislike tea or coffee, I'm just not interested, right? I don't like hot drinks, I'm not a hot drinks kind of guy, right? I'd rather have squash or water, or, as we know, I've got a problem with pop.
Yep.
Fizzy drinks. But amount of people go, oh, I love a cup of tea. Nah, I'm not too bothered. And they go, what? You don't like cups of tea? And I'm just not interested. And people get so outraged. I'm just like, just get off my back, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking hot drink. Why are you so passionate about it? It's like literally the only thing of being British is having a cup of tea, and I'm like, I feel like some sort of weird illegal immigrant because I don't like a cup of tea.
Two things I've got on this. One is a little fact for you. I say a fact, it's just as far as I know, so by all means anyone correct me if
So
I'm
it's
wrong.
wrong.
Americans generally don't have kettles.
No.
And
Is that the fact?
that baffles
That isn't. That's like a loose observation, Jack.
No, I was speaking. No, but I was speaking to someone the other day, right? And I sort of thing I never even realised.
Yeah, coffee
really,
machines.
they all have coffee machines.
But they don't drink a lot of tea, do they?
Yeah, but
Let's go for coffee.
and someone was saying her mate had messaged her because she'd said about tea and they was talking about all that kind of stuff. And apparently her mate said, "When you make a cup of tea, how long do you microwave the water for?"
What?
And she was like, "What?" Because she couldn't figure out how to boil the water.
Just on a hob.
She's like,
Don't
put it-
microwave.
She said, just put it on the
What's wrong
hob.
with
She
you?
said, "Oh, I was just gonna microwave a mug of water and then put the tea bag in."
That is weird as fuck.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's strange.
Yeah, I'm not down for that.
No.
I've heard of people warming up their cups of tea in the microwave.
Yeah, after they've gone cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
I don't do that, but
I don't.
I just think we're
make a
living
fresh
in the
one,
21st
but-
century. Just throw it away.
get
Yeah.
another one, yeah.
It's usually circa like 1970. People
Yeah.
who were born in that sort of era.
Right, as you just had it out with Jack, you don't drink tea and coffee. You don't know the fucking price of it, pal.
Yeah.
I do, because I'll buy the shit tea bags for when people come round.
That's why I don't drink your tea bags, mate. I had one once.
Don't drink the tea bag, mate. Drink the tea.
But yeah, no. And the other thing was that, like, I know, like, people don't drink it or whatever. And that's fine. I generally have a coffee in the morning, and then I'll probably have 2 or 3 throughout the day when I'm at work. But then at weekends, I'm not asked about it. Like, I'm not like outraged when people don't drink it,
Yeah.
but I don't understand how you can get up in the morning and not have a coffee before. Like, I can't function until I've had a coffee.
And it's heroin, mate.
Oh, right.
Yeah, heroin.
Speed's pretty good for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need to get myself on some of that.
yeah.
Do you have a coffee before you leave the house or when you get to work?
No, as soon as I get to work.
Yeah,
Because I
get to
don't
work.
do anything in the morning. I literally get up, get dressed, drive to work.
One of
And
the,
I have a fag on the way to work. And then as soon as I get to work, I'll have, like, first thing I do is brew up.
Nah.
do you need a shit as soon as you've had a cup of tea?
Fag and a coffee, you need a shit
Because
immediately.
everyone tells me about that, and
I
I need a shit
don't.
as soon as I wake up, regardless.
I don't
Right.
until it gets to 10 o'clock. And I'll, like, round about 10 o'clock, I'll be like, right, first bag. I'll go have a fag, and then I immediately need a shit.
That's what worries me, because I'm like that without the coffee.
Yeah.
I've seen what you eat though, mate.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
And all the heroin.
I see where you're coming from. I don't get annoyed if someone says I don't drink it. My annoying thing is because I don't drink a lot of tea and coffee at home. If I was in the house by myself, I wouldn't make one normally. No. If I got people around, I make them. But at work, because I don't do it myself, I don't go out my way to make people tea and coffee. Yeah. But I drink a shit ton at work. Yeah. So when I'm on with someone that doesn't drink it, I'm more like, oh, you don't drink it, do you? Which means I'm going to make my own, which means I'm not going to have one because I'm fucking lazy.
I suppose that's a side peeve of mine as well. We had it a lot when I lived back with Jack, and there was this weird tea and coffee making syndicate that went on in the house, and then I was dragged into, why haven't you made the brews? It's your turn. I don't drink it. Yeah. Fuck off. I'm not involved in this. I tell you what, if I do use the kettle, I'll happily boil it for you. I'll say, I'm boiling the kettle. If you want to make a cup of tea, I'll fill it up and I'll boil
Kettle's
it.
boiled.
Yeah, I'll be involved like that. But don't drag me into this. Because I get nothing out of this.
Yeah, I get that. I would never drag anyone that isn't having one into making brews.
No.
Like, because I'm the same thing, like, as at work before years ago. Most I've ever made was, I think it was about 13 at once, as in cups of tea and coffee. And it got to a point where I was making brews when I wasn't interested in having one. I was like, why the fuck am I doing this?
Yeah.
I was like, no, this stops now.
Yeah, this stops.
If I'm making one for me, I will make anyone that wants one.
Yeah.
But I will not just make people brews if I'm not having one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm partial to the odd hot chocolate in the cold months.
Oh, I know you are. I've seen you.
Yeah.
I've seen you.
Oh, a bit of that. A bit of chocolate. I'm like,
squirty cream.
Tea and coffee. Not many calories in that. What about hot chocolate? In fact, don't even bother with the water or the powder. Just to tell you what, get a dairy milk and just melt it down into a cup. And I'll just smash it into my face.
I was going to say, it doesn't help.
Fuck you!
It doesn't help that you just drink melted chocolate, though.
Yeah.
And then sprinkle sugar on it.
Yeah, well, it's up to you boys, really. Like, you must have come across these people who are outraged.
Oh, yeah, I mean, at work all the time.
It's different for you guys because you drink tea and coffee.
I've never properly...
But I've been personally victimised by this.
Yeah. Oh, this podcast got serious then.
Prejudice. If you ask
me.
It's up there with racism.
If I'm honest,
and fascism.
I don't think I've ever actually seen someone get mardy at someone that doesn't.
Not getting mardy, but just complete like, what? Yeah. Oh my god! Yeah. And you're just like, chill your beans, mate. There's poverty. Like, be mad about that.
Yeah. There's like genocides have happened, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, mate. People should stop getting angry about that. But it just means I've got to go without because I'm lazy. If you ain't making, then I ain't gonna make, am I?
No.
Although, Jack, little tip for you: where I get my petrol from, can't say it out loud, get her in trouble. Free cost of coffee every morning when I get my petrol.
What?
Oh yes.
You've pulled.
Never charges me.
Yeah. He'll tell you about it after the show, mate.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to date her till after Valentine's Day.
Yeah. The one thing, another thing reference to tea and coffee that annoys me is when people, and specifically, God bless his heart, my stepdad, or our stepdad, owned coal bag, he'll sit there and it's as though he's just waited for someone to go near the kettle. And as soon as you're near the kettle, he's like, oh, you put the kettle on, mate? Make us a brew then. I'm like, no.
The worst
I've literally just walked past it.
The worst thing with that is like, he has a chair. He's at that age where he has a chair.
Yeah, that's
and it's literally his like little like parrot perch where he sits there in view of the kettle, just in case anybody crosses the kettle's path. He goes, oh, while you're up, like, no, I'm going to the shit house to use that really, really cheap toilet roll.
Yeah.
Another adult problem as well is, do you have a smart meter for your electric?
I don't. Actually.
Oh, mate,
we do.
Hell. Watch that bad boy go up when you put the kettle on.
Yeah.
And I've had it because Aaron, he's an absolute monster. So the guy on Solar in my seat, and he'll put the kettle on, forget about it, and then put the kettle on again. Oh. And then he'll do it at my house. I'm like, motherfucker.
You seen that? Speaking of, Mum had it next to the kettle for a long time, didn't she?
Yeah, so she could see how much it was using.
She stood there going, oh, I want a cup of tea, but that's expensive.
It's so expensive, mate. It's so. This is why I microwave my water now.
You can do it with your noodles and like everything.
Exactly. That's another thing as well. Every time, like especially Mum and coal bag, but I've seen it at a lot of people's houses. Every time they make a brew, fresh mug.
Yeah.
Oh no!
But like,
isn't that your nickname on the street?
You've seen how many mugs we've got in our. You've seen how many mugs we've got in our cupboards, yeah? I've seen Mum and Colbag on their own in a weekend go through all of them mugs.
What?
But if I get one fresh glass, she's like, oh, you just put it on the side and reuse it. You know you're going to get another drink, so why don't you get another drink?
Not to
oh,
argue.
no, but you can get through 37 mugs in a day, can't you?
What's going in the volcano? Your mum? Or people?
It's best not to argue with a woman that thinks that lemonade can jump out of a glass. The bubbles on the lemonade is getting all over the floor.
She basically, for listeners and for Bucky, I walked in the living room once with a glass of lemonade that I just poured, and it was, you know, when you pour it and the main fizz goes down and it obviously just bubbles a bit, doesn't it? She was like, oh, put it on a coaster quick. I was like, why? She's like, the bubbles will come out. I was like, they're going all over the new carpet. I was like,
all this air.
I was like, oh God, no, Mama, look at that.
And then he accidentally spilled it trying to show off.
Yeah. This woman birthed you.
Are we happy to send that in?
Yeah.
This is the longest pet peeves ever done, I think.
Yeah. The tea, I don't know what it is now. The tea coffee thing. See you later, mate.
Stop getting angry. See you later, mate.
Bye.
Bye. Right. So, we did it as a bit of a pilot a few weeks back, as a bit of a special, really. The next thing to do is it's Jack's Buzzer game.
It is.
Yeah.
So, I don't know the theme tune for this, so this is going to be fun.
You've got your lyric sheet.
I have.
The trouble is, you probably won't know the tune because it's an original piece.
Yeah, I know. I've heard this. Yeah.
As we said in the last time when we played it, Matt, I think actually that's one of the reasons he's off, is because he's composing another masterpiece. But I think we'll go straight in with it. It's our little game show. Jack's game show, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's Jack's Buzzer game. Should we go
That's
for
why
it?
it's called Jack's Buzzer Game.
It's Jack's Buzzer game?
It is Jack's Buzzer Game. Are we
ready
going to
for
sing
Jack's
Jack's Buzzer Game?
Yep, I like this game. Of the buzzers.
What's it called?
Jack's Buzzer Game.
Yeah.
Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who can buzz in first? Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who's the best or worst? It's the Buzzer Game. Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who can buzz in first? Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who's the best or worst? It is still Jack's Buzzer Game. It is Chunk v Bucky. It is still Jack's Buzzer Game. The three of us are fat. It's the Buzzer Game. Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who can buzz in first? I can never remember how long that ooh is.
No, it's always a bit weird, isn't it?
And we are fat.
Yeah, it's still, that bit still
I'm
works.
fatter than Matt.
It was literally as we got to that bit, I was like, oh, we didn't discuss this part.
We thought your good friend Mr. James Woozy would like it.
What, this
He loves
Yeah.
lyrics that make sense, doesn't
Yeah,
He does,
The
yeah.
one that
Yeah.
he actually messaged me, it must have been, I don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he was like, mate, honestly, we're going to have to spend some time together because I want to introduce some songs on Sorry MRC and your guys' jingles. He goes, they just get me in the feels. He goes, is there any way you guys can release them on Spotify or as just a playlist or EP? Because I want to endorse
Well,
that.
funny that, because we recorded our episode this morning and he came and he went, oh, guys, I've got an idea. And just before he finished the word idea, we just said, shut up, James. and then that was that. So, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I told him I was doing this today as well, and he was like, oh, he asked me to do that. And I was like, yeah, well, I got in there first, bitch.
It's the second time I've been on. Anyway, just avoiding that awkward. Anyway, Jack, do you want to explain Jack's Buzzer Game?
Yes, if I can remember how it works.
Yeah.
You're buzzing, surely.
So, I've got 5 categories in front of me. Of 5 categories with the top 5 answers.
Yeah.
I will say the category. You can buzz in.
Yeah.
Whoever buzzes in first get a chance to answer the top 5 category board categories. Top 5
Buzzers.
Top 5 category board category board.
Are you two okay?
No.
Very tired.
Yeah, I can see.
You will then attempt to answer it. If you get one wrong, passes to the opposite person. If they get the rest right, they steal the point. If you get them right, you keep the point.
Okie
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buzzers at the ready?
Okay.
Yeah,
How do I
we
do
need-
my buzzer?
We need to go through the buzzers, don't we?
Yes.
Right, so as usual, I'm in charge of the buzzers. Obviously, you'll be in charge of your buzzers, but I was in charge
hope
of,
so.
of creating the buzzers. I like to delve into people's personality and really, define everybody. Yeah, pad bank 2, Jack, please.
Thank you.
And my buzzer this week is this one.
I am beautiful, no matter what they say.
So that's mine. And
I love Madonna.
Sam, I believe it's the explosion button.
This one.
Your buzzer is this. Yeah.
I did
Nice.
the sex once. I'm a kid, man. I didn't. I shared a bath.
Shared a bath.
What have I told you about sharing baths?
I know.
Yeah, right, should we get in with it then? So we
Yes. So,
can- Oh shit, yeah.
are you ready?
Yeah.
The category for number 1 is... And these are odd categories this time. This is stuff that I
Get
like.
into it, come on.
Okay. First category is fastest production cars.
Didn't work!
Yours didn't
My
work.
buzzers didn't work! Oh no, my buzzer is not working!
Oh,
I
well,
have to move it. Hold on.
you're going to have to change it, but unfortunately, Bucky got there first.
Yeah, and I also really don't want to do this one. It's only because yours wasn't working. I pressed mine.
Oh god, mine ain't why ain't it working? Right, well, you go on with Sam, I'll see if I can figure this out.
Fastest production cars.
You'll probably hear my buzzer
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini
randomly.
is not on the
Thank
list.
fuck for that.
Junk, are you still broken?
Yes, you get 3 chances, don't you?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Is it the actual car or is it the brand?
I will allow a brand.
Well, good, because I only know brands.
One brand does cover 2 bases, so I would need the model on that.
Oh, don't fucking...
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Audi.
Jack. This is the worst game.
No.
You can't believe your dad said this. He's like, Ford Escort.
No.
Oh, shame. I'm out.
So Ford, if he'd have just said Ford, he would have got it.
No. If Ford was on there, he would. Yeah.
Okay. Fastest in the sense of speed. So that... Right.
I think by rights, if you get one of these, you've got the point.
Bugatti.
Buzzers aren't working. Bing!
Oh, the buzzer's working.
Everything's broke now.
It's all broke.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Ding!
Ding!
Oh,
That is correct.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you 1 point for that. Bonus point if you can tell me one of the models. There are 2
Why are we
models.
giving fucking bonus
Why?
points out?
No, we don't get bonus points in this, but I don't know. Veyron?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not getting a bonus point.
You're not getting a bonus point. You get one for the.
Are you alright, mate?
Blah,
Go on then. Right, so that's 1-0 to me then.
I'm
Yes.
really glad we did cars.
Yeah. I'm glad that we didn't have to sit through all 5.
Yeah,
Come on.
I wasn't playing that game.
The second one
Right, on buzzers.
that I think you may
I
like
think it's working now.
is Twitter users based on followers.
I am beautiful, no matter what they say.
Bit like that, mate.
Yeah, I don't want this one.
That was Chunk.
What? Just the
So
top?
the top,
I think
as
I
in
know
who-
what it is.
as in
actually.
based on how many followers they've got.
Justin Bieber.
Correct.
Did
Cheers,
you just
Bucky.
fart? Right, so that's 1. Whereabouts is that on the board?
He was second.
Kim Kardashian.
Incorrect.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is...
First wrong
Oh,
answer.
yeah. Oh, God. I'm trying to think of... Ariana Grande? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm not going to get this. I know I'm not.
One more.
Kanye West. Oh, fuck off, man.
Incorrect.
That's Sam's board then.
I don't even know Twitter.
What's on Twitter?
What is a Twitter? Okay, I'm going to go with someone... I'm going to fuck it. Rocks in. People like metal, don't they? Taylor Swift.
What?
Was that
Correct. Annoyingly. Lower than Justin Bieber at number 5.
What was the top there then? So Taylor Swift was at number 5.
Taylor Swift's at number 5. They had she's got 85.7 million followers. Justin Bieber's got 105.3 million followers.
Okay. What's next then? Because Sam's won that.
Sam's won the point.
Just go through the board.
So 1-8. So the
board. Like how many followers they got? Just
number 4 is Rihanna. Number 3 is Barack Obama.
Fucking hell.
And number 1 was Katy Perry.
Okay. Can we quickly decide whether we want them in or out? No, at least we can title that into a utopia a little bit.
All of them out.
Katy Perry's like, without sounding like an absolute.
She's fit though, isn't she?
Yeah, she's pretty fit.
I think
I quite like the idea of the fact that Holly Willoughby is going to be pissed up in the pub in Utopia.
Yeah.
Alongside a pissed up Katy Perry.
Arguing over who's going to take you out on a date.
Yes.
For Valentine's Day.
And then Maui will turn up and just take them both.
Yeah. What, you reckon all of them out?
Yeah. They're all
Well, even
ballots.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama though.
Oh no, easy. I didn't even need to say that.
Yeah. Barack Obama was 3rd, 99.5 million.
Barack
easy.
can stay. What was the Justin Bieber? No.
So Katy Perry. I'll just do a quick fire. I'll say it. You two say yes or no. Katy Perry.
Yes. Fuck
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
No.
Barack Obama.
Yes.
Rihanna.
No.
Taylor Swift.
Nah.
Rihanna's weirdly attractive though.
Yeah. But we can't really just put people on how attractive they are.
Yeah, I mean Barack Obama's attractive.
Level of talent would be. Anyway, right.
Yeah.
Fingers on buzzers.
Right. Final round.
Final round.
Top 5 boys' baby names. That was
Sound
Bookie's pitch
That
you
buzz
there.
is a bit long, isn't it?
Yeah.
No matter what they say, it's a bit long.
Yeah.
Just any in the world.
Boys' baby names of 2019, the top used.
What have you got a credit of this?
I didn't write down where it was from, unfortunately.
Okay, so just made up from your brain.
Yeah.
Mohammed.
No, it was down an actual is a list of top 5 websites.
Mohammed.
No, Mohammed is your first one.
Mm-hmm.
Incorrect.
Wasn't that was like the most used name a few years ago?
I
Wasn't
think so, yeah.
it?
This
That
is
lost its fucking charm,
Is
didn't
this
it?
worldwide or UK?
I guess UK.
Oh, thanks, prick. Could have told me that before I went with fucking Mohammed.
Sorry.
You got 2 more. 2 more incorrect, Sam.
Michael. Justin.
One more guess. Close with the J.
So I
cheers,
need
mate.
this to take it. You might still win, mate, because I need to get 1. Let me have a think. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, yeah, I got it. Jesus.
What?
It's pronounced Jesus.
Jesus.
No,
I'm afraid you said Jesus, so I've got to take your first answer.
Okay.
I love it was one.
Sam takes it then. 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Would you like a bonus round, or do you want to leave it
No,
there?
I think that's it. I'm happy with that. You've bored me enough.
Okay.
Thanks for the cards and the Twitter.
I'm glad I put the effort in.
No, but you can save them for the next one.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
And also, the ones on the other page, you was clearly showing me at one point when you was reading in the answers.
Yeah.
So I know all the mobile phones, Jack.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So we just need to sing out the theme tune then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You ready,
Ready.
Mr. Jack? You
Yeah.
ready?
I'm ready. Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who can buzz him first? Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who's the best or worst? Oh, it's the Buzzer Game. Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who can buzz in first? Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who's the best or worst? It is still Jack's Buzzer Game. It is Chunk v Matt.
I said it's booking.
It's a buzzer game. The three of us are fat. Oh, it's the buzzer game. Welcome to Jack's Buzzer Game. Who can buzz in first? Beautiful as always.
Yeah, so that was
My buzzer game.
yeah, your buzzer game.
I enjoyed Jack's buzzer game.
Buzzery and gamey as fuck.
Yeah, and I won.
Yeah.
Matt won.
Yeah, Matt, well done, Matt. It's 1-0 to Matt.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
It's
Matt.
actually 2-0 to Matt, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he won the last one, didn't he?
one.
Doing you proud, baby.
Yeah. Right, so the next thing to do is... It's National Treasures. We don't have a theme tune for this. I think we probably need to, because every other feature has one. And apart from this, we just kind of go, it's National Treasures. For those who haven't listened before,
We pop down to the Utopian Bazaar, don't we?
wow, you've missed so much. We pop down to the Utopian Bazaar. One of us will select something from there, and we'll bring it back to see the to the rest of the gods in Utopia and go, I think this needs to be in the Utopian National Treasures vault, forever preserved and available for all.
Yeah.
Obviously, with it being an episode where Sam's replacing Matt as a co-host, what are you bringing, Sam?
Well, I have a tasty little treat here for you boys.
Oh.
It's food. It wasn't going to be food. I was going to bring Monopoly. But then I decided against that. So, men, what I have here is a pack of Milky Way crispy rolls.
Yes.
Hold on, we need a... Yeah, and we also need...
Yes. Godlike snacks.
I mean, that's just to give you an inkling, that's usually saved for when it goes in.
So I will just let you know that these sweet rolls are composed of a crunchy biscuit centre that is coated in a fluffy whipped topping, all covered in rich milk chocolate, ideal for when you want a Milky Way with a crunch. And
Wow.
it's for vegetarians as well.
Oh.
Suitable for veggies, so that's
pretty
good.
sick. It also says on the packet, not for individual resale.
I'm not selling them. I'm not selling these. These are presents.
Yeah, but you picked these up individually from the bazaar.
No, I didn't. I bought a 5 times 2
you've got
pack.
the multi-pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
I see what he's doing. He's gone, I'm going to get a 5-pack here.
One thing-
one to Jack,
can I just-
one to Chunk, and 3 for me.
Well
Can I
done.
just point out something that I've only just realised? Why is there just corn on the front of it?
There is.
Like loose. That's wheat, isn't it?
Yeah, there is wheat on the cover.
Yeah. But if you look on the back, wheat is there.
Oh.
So would you at least like to open it and take a mouthful?
Yeah,
This isn't. This isn't
Do you want
like.
to talk everybody through it? Do you want to,
Yeah.
the opening and the...
Opening, split and open. I've always liked these, even when I was a kid, because it's like you can always pretend you got a badass like Al Capone cigar. Can't
I
you?
will let you know, the cheaper brands are nowhere near as good.
No.
Don't be going to Asda and getting your Sen and Asda's own brand. You've got to get the Milky Way crispy rolls. They're £1 for 5.
Yeah. I mean, I've opened it. I mean, the smell hits you straight away.
It does.
Weirdly, even though it's just chocolate. But there is a... It smells like nostalgia. to
It
me.
does.
Like, it really does. And you take that first bite and you go, oh, it's just standard. And then as it just like ferments in your mouth as you chew, you kind of go,
Oh, that's crispy.
yeah, you go, what?
And it's a roll.
That's crispy, it's rolly, and it's fluffy. It ticks all the boxes.
It does.
Can someone else talk about it so I can eat mine?
Every time you have one, do you think to yourself, why don't I have these in my house more often? Because I feel that. I always think, this is something that... But then if I had them in my house, I'd eat them all in one go.
Yeah.
Because
It'd
they
be
are
a
just
problem, wouldn't it?
so
And
fucking
that
good.
is why you don't have them in your house. Because
Yeah.
you go, I've got 5 of them, taking them home. These are going to be standard. I'll bet them all.
And this is a treat as well that would go nowhere near my daughter's treat tub.
Yeah.
These ain't for her, mate. This is for adults.
It's one of them things.
It says on the back, adults only. I've just written it on.
It's one of them things I think that you forget about until you just like stumble across it in like a supermarket or somewhere, and then you're like, oh shit, I forgot how good
You
they
can't
were.
buy them everywhere.
And they're like Milky Stars. I think Milky Stars are the
Yes,
same.
bitch. I'm a big fan of Milky Way stars.
I think they're like, unless you spot them,
All Milky Way products, to be fair.
Yeah.
The humble Milky Way on its own, especially if you get a little duo pack.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like the stars, if someone said name your favourite chocolate, I guarantee 9 times out of 10 you would not say Milky Stars
When it really is.
when it really is. But
Right.
then if
No,
someone
the
said,
Milky Way's a
but,
brand, I
but
mean.
then if someone says, what about Milky Way stars? You'd be like, oh shit, yep,
I'd
definitely.
say a better thing to say would be that 9 times out of 10, if you was asked that, Milky Way, Crispy Rolls, Stars, or Milky Way on its own would trump what you'd actually said.
I don't know. Galaxy Caramel, mate, every time.
Over a Crispy Roll?
Oh, not over Crispy Roll.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But
But
like,
that- I was gonna
if
say
you was-
over a
if you was
normal Milky
If you was
Way.
asked, what's your favourite chocolate bar, you'd be more likely to say Galaxy Caramel.
Yeah.
And then be like, what about Crispy Rolls? Oh, fuck.
Because you don't see them that often.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack's just like...
Ah,
You both have really enjoyed that. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed watching you two eat them. I've not had one myself. I'm
I mean,
saving my
it's a
3.
shame you sprinkled anthrax on it, but
Lol. JK.
who doesn't like a bit of cyanide these days?
Exactly. So, what we thinking, boys? Do you think? Because
it's not in.
but before Monopoly, I was actually going to bring the film National Treasure.
Really?
Nice. I prefer the Milky Ways,
Okay.
as in to the film National Treasure.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
prefer
with you
your
there.
crispy rolls.
And I just wanted 3 Milky Way rolls.
Yeah.
Crispy
Yeah.
rolls.
I like how he's not even at him on the podcast. He's like, I'm saving him for later when
Oh,
I'm
I
in
am.
bed alone.
I'm gonna have
It's a alone time.
It's only because he don't want to risk opening them now.
I see you motherfuckers eyeballing my crispy rolls.
He's also worried because he's like, oh, if I buy 5 of these and take them home, I've got them. But then he's like, if I eat them all here, I'm going to get home and wish I had crispy rolls.
Yeah, exactly. Nowhere will be open when we're done.
Why do you think Chunks positioned me between you and the door? Sorry, Sam, not so quick.
I'm happy for that to go in. More than happy for that.
Easy. Easiest
Um,
decision I've ever made in my life.
I'm going to open one while you two
You
decide.
can't wait, can you?
I can't do it, mate. I've seen you two eat them.
It's
It
like
looks so good.
It's like when you make a sandwich for work and you go, right, it's 10 o'clock. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll have a bit of sandwich. I'll save that for later.
Oh,
Then
no, my sandwich is gone.
Then 10:15, you go, I'm gonna have that last bit of sandwich.
Yeah, it's because you know it's there, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's like I've done that before. I've taken like leftover pizza for my dinner, and it gets to like 11 o'clock, and you're like, dinner's gone. Just because you know it's there.
Oh, God, I love crispy rolls. oh, my God.
So yeah, definitely.
Welcome to the vault of Utopia. Milky Way crispy rolls, baby.
So what we've got in there so far: crispy mini rolls, the lighty match
A Flint.
Yeah,
Yeah, Flint.
We've got beef jerky.
beef jerky,
Did that go in?
Yeah,
yeah,
Bakewell tarts,
Bakewell tarts. They were good.
gherkins / pickles.
Gherkins didn't go in, which I'm fuming
didn't go in.
about.
The thing is, like I said, they're not like banned from Utopia. They're just not a national treasure.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still available.
They should be a national
Oh,
treasure.
they're fucking not, mate.
Disgusting.
You can take your green penises and fucking...
What's wrong with a green penis?
Listen, you can't be fuming. I listened to the episode where you fucking didn't put doggo into thingy.
Yeah.
I'm fuming about that, mate.
Why?
I haven't shut up about it for 2
No.
days, honestly. I'm
It's probably
fucking
an
well
off-air
pissed
Love a doggo and
conversation.
pupper.
off. Mate, yeah, we'll talk about this afterwards, mate.
Yeah,
because it's going to get
Sam will
violent.
probably insult you, your life, and your family.
Especially when they do a
Or kill
Milan.
him.
He got mad at me
When they
because
do
I lost the fight the other day. He turned up, he's like, "What the fuck are you playing at, boy?
When they
Oh,
do
you got to learn today."
when they do a lamb and a bog,
Dick.
you don't want to let them do a lamb and a bog.
No, right.
do each other a
no,
scare.
Not getting involved. Not starting this. Right. Oh my god.
I don't wanna ruin the
Go
crispy
back and
roll.
listen to it. Was it episode 9? I think.
Yeah.
Where Jack and Matt are pricks. Anyway, so after all this moaning, it's been quite a jolly episode today, hasn't it? Really?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
so much moaning.
What happens when you bring me on,
But
boys?
have you got your positive story ready, Jack?
I do.
Oh, that's very tuneful.
Keenan and Callan.
Oh shit! I just knocked my mic everywhere. There we go. Oh.
Nice.
All right, mate, shut the fuck up. Yeah, every now and again we like to find a little positive story that's maybe in the news or online or whatever, and Jack likes to make it really monotonous and boring and take all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Jack, would you like to go ahead with your positive
Yes,
story?
so headline being Thor the Dangerous Malamute given second chance by the police. This is the story of an Alaskan Malamute puppy who bit his neighbours after straying from his home, and he's been given a second chance and rehabilitated by officers. 1-year-old Thor was seized under the Dangerous Dogs Act, but officers realised he had not been socialised or trained properly. Instead of having him destroyed, Northamptonshire Police's dog section gave him bespoke training. His temperament has improved and a rehoming centre is finding him a home. Thor first came to the attention of the police after biting a neighbour who tried to return him home in August before the same thing happened to a different neighbour 3 months later. His former owners were found guilty of being in charge of a dog dangerously out of control at Northamptonshire Magistrates Court, and they were both given a 12-month community order and banned from keeping dogs for 5 years. The PC who assisted the investigating officer said Thor certainly didn't have the best start in life, and we were determined to try our hardest to ensure that he could get to a place where he was able to live the life he deserves. No one invested in Thor to be the family dog. He was denied socialisation and training. Thor reacted so well to our training and has now become a much more well-behaved, well-rounded dog, and all he needed was some love and attention.
Oh,
Lovely.
That was it.
two things about that story. One, Thor's a badass name,
Yeah.
and Malamutes are beautiful.
Yeah.
One of my
Do you know-
friends
do you
had
know
one.
what?
Such a gorgeous
I
dog.
know what they look like, and I probably wouldn't be able to. Yeah, wouldn't be able to pick
Something
them
like
up.
that.
If someone said what sort of dog
Like
that
huskies, don't
is
they?
that, I wouldn't be like, that's a Malamute.
Yeah.
And when you started it, I was like, isn't that a monkey? And I was just like, how's a monkey become a police dog? It's like, there's something really wrong there.
It's just a monkey in
But,
disguise.
yeah, but as you went on, obviously, I put two and two together and realised.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really nice dogs.
Gorgeous dogs, but yeah, no, I think it's good to that they've given him the second chance he deserved, rather than just being like,
Yeah.
no, he's putting down. They've
There's-
seen it and recognised, obviously, that it's only a reflection of its owner.
Yeah, well, all dogs are.
Yeah,
Of course they are.
Like, yeah, that's why both of mine are daft as owners.
Yeah, with the proper training and a little bit of attention, then it can actually
Yeah.
be a nice dog.
I mean, without being a cliche about it, there's no such thing as a bad dog, just bad owners. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, as a dog man myself, I like stories like that. It's a shame that so many don't get that chance,
Yeah,
but it's nice to hear that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree.
it's always good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a little happy twist on it.
Right, so, do you want to give them a shout out? Do you know who was it?
It doesn't say specifically. It just says Northamptonshire Police's dog section.
The people who went to add community service, that wasn't enough in my opinion. Like, I'm very strongly about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, you got to clean some streets like, after you beat the shit out of a dog.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, it doesn't necessarily say that they was beating it or anything. It just says that obviously it just had not enough socialisation.
Yeah.
So it's not. They probably didn't
yeah.
walk it
Yeah.
or anything like that. So obviously it's going to be afraid of anything that it comes across, people
of
or
course.
other dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was a nice little story, mate.
yeah,
Oh,
good
thanks for
nonetheless.
finding that.
Good on it.
And now it's the last part of the show, and it's the big leagues. Are you ready to enter the big leagues, Sambo? You've judged this
I think so.
competition before,
I have.
but you haven't actually been.
I've been a steady
contender.
listener.
Yeah.
And I'm up against Jack, not Matt, so I'm not overly nervous.
He actually did well last episode,
Did he?
but
Because Matt's not here, I think.
Matt's not here. But let's take this down. Take ourselves to the Thunderdome.
Welcome to the Thunder. Oh, is that not?
No, it's not.
All right.
We ain't got a theme tune for this. It's just that tense that like,
We dive
it's
straight
got-
into the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome. Oh God.
I'm a little bit nervous about this.
For those who haven't listened before, this is the part of the show where the other two lads will bring in a celebrity or character that we've talked about and pit them against each other in a top trump style fight to the death of access to Utopia. They'll, they each bring one, and I get to decide basically. This show, we're going for best. Well, not we always say best, but this category can come around again. It is comedic actor or actress. Being the sexist pigs you are, I assume you've both selected males.
Yeah.
I'm fighting the good fight for the feminists, that's all.
So you should know it should just be actors, then not actors and actresses.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Who wants to go first? Jack, you just mindlessly scrolling on your phone.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
so I'm just double checking.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to point out before I do this, obviously,
Jack did that much research in the last episode, he's forgot to do it for
on this one. I would just like to point out that obviously I am on a film podcast myself. You won't tell from the episode that we do, and this is not my favourite
Right.
because I would have picked. There were so many others, but as I realised that if they're not relevant in the last 20 minutes, you two don't got a fucking clue who they are. So
No.
I wanted to bring forward Leslie Nielsen. You didn't know who it was. I wanted to bring Gene Wilder, but I didn't think you'd know enough of his stuff.
He's in Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bring forward Bernie Mac.
I know Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
He's in Ocean's 11.
Are you ready? So I've got a little story about this man. He was born 30th of July 1968 and he's straight out of Flint, Michigan. So already you know he's hard as fuck because he comes from Flint, Michigan. He played defensive end and linebacker for NFL teams, the LA Rams, Chargers, the Redskins.
Do the thing, win the points.
Public advocate for women's rights and activist against sexism. Named Times Magazine's Man of the Year 2017 for going public with stories of sexual abuse. I think that was against that was a Weinstein thing. 89 acting credits to his name with 18 award nominations. He's been in the MCU and he's been in the Terminator franchise. He was also in 2 of the Expendable films. You know him as Lieutenant Terry Jeffords. I know him as Cheeseburger Eddie. Everyone knows him as the man to get Old Spice back in the mainstream. This is Terry Crews, my friends.
Nice.
Perfectly timed with the bed as well.
I know.
I like that.
That is strong.
Okay,
Very
so
strong.
I'd like to give you a couple of things that he's in. And I put, just because I've completely forgot about it, he was in My Wife and Kids for that one episode, the Euro training episode,
Oh, yeah.
which is
Yeah.
fucking perfect. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I know you're both big fans on.
Yeah.
Longest Yard, Cheeseburger Eddie. He's
Yeah.
just an absolute fucking legend. White Chicks.
Yeah.
Because of that, he went on to do Lip Sync Battles, which he was fucking
Yes.
minting. Expendables 2 and 3. He was in Arrested Development. He was in American Dad. And then he went on to host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for 2 years and now hosts America's Got Talent. This
He
man.
hosted Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, between 2015 and 2016, yeah.
US.
I couldn't imagine him
US.
as something on that, though.
No, no, no. Boo.
No, like, because it's a very serious show, isn't it? I couldn't imagine him hosting that. It's weird.
He can be serious. It's like he's very versatile.
Oh, absolutely. You should
Yeah.
see some of the films he's in.
He's been nice. For the
not all
listeners
comedy, mate,
For the
but-
listeners at home, Sam is literally flexing his muscles.
I'm dancing.
His body popping.
He's going to start talking about himself in third person soon, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Oh, Sam's back don't work.
That's very strong. Very, very strong. Jack, who you got? Right, I know, because you've told me previous who it is. I know who it is. If you've got a shit pitch, I'm going to be mad. Because he's a strong contender, but without a good pitch, Sam's going to have taken it.
Well, prepare yourself, Chung.
To be disappointed.
You're about to be correct.
Nearly spat drink everywhere then.
He is an American actor. He's a comedian.
Solid.
He's a producer. He's a writer and a businessman. He was first established in the mid-1990s. He's got big old hair. He's quite tall.
All the big facts.
Can't think of any more facts.
Big old hair, you say.
I've noticed he's not got many awards by the looks of it. But he's don't mean anything like. but he's fucking hilarious.
Oh god.
He's
Is it you? Because you're quite funny.
he's been in films such as not films, but on things such as Saturday Night Live, and then films such as Daddy's Home, The Other Guys, Get Hard, Talladega Nights, Holmes and Watson, Blades of Glory,
God.
Step Brothers, Anchorman as Ron Burgundy. I'm sure you know who it is.
It is shit pitch.
It is Nighthawk. Sorry, no, it's Will Ferrell.
Gotta call me Nighthawk.
You can call me Nighthawk.
Oh god.
That pitch was awful, mate.
He is a fucking legend, though, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, but
Shake and bake, baby.
I don't know what to do because if I had to pick between them just on as they were, it'd be Will Ferrell.
The Butcher.
But if I had to judge on the pitches, it would be Terry Crews.
We've also got to think who's done good, who's done bad. Will Ferrell's done a lot of good. He's also done a lot of shit. It's hard to find something bad that Terry Crews is in.
I've not seen anything bad that he's in.
Holmes and Watson. Talladega Nights one great.
I thought Talladega Nights was brilliant.
Really?
Especially when they're saying
Well,
in the
great.
bar, when he comes up to me, he's like, "What about one time you slingshot me and then I win?" And he's like, "Nah, that's Will Ferrell turns around to me and goes, "That's good. It's good. I like your thinking. But if I slingshot you, how am I gonna win? Because that's my thing. You slingshot me and I win." He's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. I'm sorry. I don't know why I
That sounds
suggested
really
it.
good, that does.
Shake and bake, you little bitch." It's on the actor, not the pitch, though.
Right. Winning aside from you two, give me some fucking like what we need to look at. Who would you prefer? Bear in mind, one of them is in Utopia as a champion, and the other one is tossed into the volcano. This is very hard for me because I'm a big Anchorman and Step Brothers fan.
Don't get me wrong,
And I'm
Terry.
a massive Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan, but I don't know if I'm a Brooklyn Nine-Nine fan because of Terry Crews, because he's not a massive role.
It's
in
not
it,
just
but-
him, though, is it? It's everybody else.
Yeah.
If it was just Terry, if Terry Crews was Jake Peralta, it wouldn't be as good.
Will Ferrell's a has-been, mate. He was good 10 years ago.
It's still good.
He's
You was
not.
gonna bring some fucking old dude, wasn't you?
I mean, a lot of the people I've said are dead now, mate. They're still fucking kings of comedy.
yeah, but like, there definitely has been then, haven't they?
But he's just not
If
funny
they're
anymore.
dead,
He's just not funny anymore.
the
And all he's
dead
gonna
people
do-
aren't.
Well, they're not bringing out shit films, are they?
The casket too.
Mate, you
Prestige
clearly
worldwide.
haven't seen Holmes and Watson. It fucking ruined his
I
career.
haven't actually seen it now.
It's ruined his career.
I don't.
I just think I've got one last little thing for the pitch. And I
What?
don't want this to sway anyone's vote. But if you want to go for Will Ferrell, you're a racist. Oh.
I think if Terry Crews was
we
banished
haven't
to,
got many black people in Utopia. I think Morgan Freeman's the only one.
if Terry Crews was banished to a volcano for the rest of his life, I wouldn't miss him. If Will Ferrell didn't produce any more funny films, I would miss that.
That started years ago, mate.
Wow.
Oh, this is a lot on me.
It's up to you.
Anchorman 2.
I enjoyed Anchorman.
That's
Really
good.
do.
It
I
was
really,
not funny.
I enjoyed it.
Brick got a hand
The
grenade.
trouble is with you, Sam, is you started on a film podcast and knew nothing about films, and now because you've got intellectual friends and you've learnt about films, and he just comes round to mine. So I'm like, "Did you see that film? Funny as fuck." He's like, "Yeah, but the score wasn't very good."
The
And
cinematography
I'm like,
is
"You've
awful.
changed, bro." I've got to make a decision on that. Oh, it's unbelievable. Like, you don't understand how hard this is for me. But all the others have been like pretty like, yeah, cool.
Here
we go.
Right.
He's getting there.
I'm going to put it in the hands of you guys without you knowing.
He doesn't look like a racist, so...
A or B?
B.
It's Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Yes!
So,
I'm sorry, Matt.
Chunks are racist.
No, I'm sorry, Matt. I didn't know that you did podcasts with racists.
no. Okay. Yeah.
So you didn't pick. Jack picked his own person.
Yeah. Basically, in my head, I just went, right, A is Terry Crews, B is Will Ferrell, and then just said A or B.
I'm okay with that because you didn't pick.
Yeah.
You didn't pick.
Yeah, left it down to the fate.
The fate of this fucking loser.
Finally, I've won something.
You won 2 on the trot.
I know.
At least...
Because Matt's not here. What's the bet and I lose next time?
the solace you can take away from this bookie is the fact that you've not lost. Matt's lost.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can listen to this episode back and be like, fucking Matt.
He's fucking useless, isn't he?
Even though she was speaking, it's no fucking Matt.
Shaking my fist.
And I brought crispy rolls. So.
Yeah.
You cannot buy affection.
And
You cannot buy
you've
affection.
got 2 more to eat, so that softens the blow.
You can't buy affection. That's what Valentine's Day is for.
Exactly.
So that's the end of this episode.
Yeah.
I feel actually really emotionally exhausted after that.
Same. After the first
I'm gonna go to bed tonight and go, did I make the right choice?
after
No, you
recording the
didn't.
first episode of all the listeners'
I feel
peeves,
like this has been the one time someone might interact with us on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think the only
It'll be
person,
me.
yeah, I think the only person that has is Aaron off your podcast.
Really?
And it was when we did the Soap Star, and
Yeah.
it was Phil Mitchell versus Sonia.
Sonia, yeah.
And he was like, who will win? And Aaron put on there, whoever wins, we all lose.
Yeah.
And I was like, touche. I can't even think of a witty comment to put back on that. I'm just going to like and accept that.
Retweet.
Yeah. I've enjoyed this episode, to be fair.
It's
been good.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah, thank you very much. It's always good to fill someone else's shoes.
Yeah.
And I hope I did it some justice for
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Do you want to start full time now or?
him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, man.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. As usual, listeners' peeves. We're trying to do like I say on the last episode, doing them as specials. So if you've got a listeners' peeve, please send in a voice clip to utopiaproject.podcast@gmail.com and hit us up on all the usual
social medias and stuff. As always, like, comment, subscribe,
and review. I don't think we've got a single review. Not even
no.
even if you've told
Friends.
us, even if you've told us in person it's shit, can you review it and say it's shit?
Just give it 5 stars.
Yeah.
It means so much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you could give it 5 stars just after you give Sorry in My Seat 5 stars. That'd
Yes.
be fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you want a little 2 minutes to plug your own podcast?
Yeah.
Do you want to say about that?
Don't need any plugging, mate.
No, he's big leagues. He's big leagues.
I'm with the big leagues, mate. 3 people.
Can we
listened
come on
last
your
week.
podcast and plug ours?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see you 2 up against James.
Sound.
Yeah, so if any of your film, cinema, sort of, because you don't really do like you do the news and stuff, don't you? But you generally do specials and stuff now, really, don't you? Like
Yeah.
you focusing on certain ones now.
Yeah, well, we do everything. We've done a lot more play-by-play through of 80s films recently, but we do everything from direct specials. Today we
Yeah.
did sports films. We
Whatever.
might just have like next week is Oscars.
Yeah.
We've done Edgar Wright. So anything we can think of really. And,
Yeah.
if there's a lot at the cinema that week, then just go blast as many as them out. So yeah, it's very diverse, and there's nearly 80 episodes as of next week to go
Fucking
through.
hell,
So there's plenty to.
there's some time there, isn't there?
Oh, there's some time.
But I mean, I think I've listened to pretty much everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And one piece of advice that I will say to anyone that listens to this, that even if you're not a film buff, it's worth just having a listen for suggestions for films, I find. Or even if you just go through the back catalogue and sort of go, most of the titles will say what's involved, won't it? So
This last year they have, before they didn't.
No.
It took me forever to try and find last year's Oscar one.
yeah. But the there'll be something of like, oh, I like that film. I can have a have a listen to that. You do get hooked, but definitely check it out. So Sorry You're in My Seat.
Sorry You're in My
Is
Seat.
it SYIMS?
SYIMS.
Yeah. On Twitter and stuff, I think. Isn't it? But you'll find it. We'll put links on our social media, so all 3 of our listeners can check that out if they want.
Fantastic.
And then go listen to them instead of us.
Jack, we all happy?
Beautiful, always. Still tired.
Yeah,
He's a winner.
If there's one good thing to come out of this, listening to this podcast, it's that you found another good one.
Yeah.
That's not this. Oh, good.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah. I've been Chunky T. Thank you very much for listening.
I've been Jack. Love you, bye.
I've been Sammy B, and not Matt. See ya.